Hey guys, thanks for joining. This is part 2 of my talk with Emily Goglia. If you haven't seen the first one, go check it out because we do reference some things from the earlier episode, and enjoy part 2 of my talk with Emily Goglia. Also wanted to let you guys know that I have all the links below of some of the groups that Emily is involved with and performs with, and also I have a link to her website which will give you information about her cabaret show. And I will tell you to go check out the clips because then you will want to see it and you might even want to fund her with this show. She's such a talent. And again, thanks for joining us and enjoy. Bye. So, Postmodern Jukebox.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
I think I always say jukebox. So tell us about that. How did it come about? How are they to work with? Just all of it, because they're awesome.
They are wonderful. It was a group that I had obviously been aware of for so long, and I remember I don't know, 4 years ago, I was like, that is a goal. That is a goal to sing with Postmodern Jukebox.
Nice.
And I got in with them because I knew this casting director from a show that my sister did.
Yes.
I met a guy that worked on that show, and he ended up casting this. And Postmodern Jukebox never holds auditions, but they did randomly this one time. They usually find people through their Postmodern Jukebox Star Search, I forget what it's called, but people make videos and put them up. And this was, I don't know, they just wanted new people. I think it was really, really small call, and I don't know how many people got through. Both myself and my sister did. And they loved the fact that we were sisters, and so they brought us in to do a sister song. And then since then, we've done we did The Boy Is Mine together, the Brandy and Monica.
Because I've seen Pinky and the Brain.
Yeah.
I love that, and it's so fit. They need to do a show, and you sing the song. Yeah.
I know. That's what they're bringing it back, and I'm like, you guys, if you need. And they were like, great idea, which was very nice of them. They're so nice.
Really good to work
they're the real voices, and they were so down to play and just improv and have a good time. And it was really cool. So Scott and I, when you get to know Scott Bradley, who runs it, he has you come in and do a piano jam with him.
Oh, okay.
And he and I did the Pinky and the Brain theme song because we both loved the show growing up. And the voices, Rob Paulson, he saw it and retweeted it and was like, that was so great, thanks for doing that little song. And so when we decided to do a whole big video, Scott contacted him and was like, would you guys want to be part of it? And they were like, yeah, do you want, he plays Pinky, Rob plays Pinky, and he was like, do you want the Brain too? And he brought them both along, and they were just so down to play. It was really fun.
Yeah,
it all happened really quickly. We think of a song, Scott thinks of a way that he hears it, and it's collaborative. I'm like, what if we do, my sister and I, for The Boy Is Mine, came in with a few of the cool moments of that. If you go and watch it, a little breakdown that happened in the middle, and so we sent him a voice memo at one point, and we were like, what if we did it like this? And you get there and you do a rehearsal with the band quickly, and then you shoot it. It's all very fast.
Oh wow! Yeah, I was going to ask you what was the actual process like. So really quick.
Scott writes the charts and everything for the band, and we all get there at 6 p.m. We're shooting it by 7. We do it a few times through. It's live. We hope one works, and that's it.
Right.
It's really fast. Yeah.
Another example of being prepared when you show up and just doing your job to the best of your ability. That's totally the theme of this.
I know, that's the theme. And working, no matter what job you're doing, being a fun person to work with.
That's huge.
Because I am someone that people want to work with again, because every single job I've gotten has been through someone I worked with before. Even this was like someone my sister had worked with, but I'd been around a lot, and so he knew me and knew that I sang, and so he brought me into it. Like it was just, it's all like who you know and how you act.
Mm-hmm.
And
even when you don't think that you.
That was me, sorry.
Even when you don't think it's gonna matter, because my Suave commercial, which was the very first thing that like was really, really like, it was just like a really big thing, you know?
Yeah.
That came about from someone that I knew from a show that I did called Vox Lumiere.
Uh-huh.
And that was like years before. Do you know Vox Lumiere?
No.
I think they're still around. Anyway, they take silent movies and they reorchestrate and write original music for it. It's a great concept.
Oh, yeah.
And so I thought I was going to do more, but I just did the one. And then again, years went by, and one of the women in the cast was an accountant. Like she did accounting for a studio in Santa Monica.
What?
Yeah. So it wasn't even like she was a producer, or no, she was a accountant. And she just heard them talking in the break room one day about we can't find, we just can't find what we're looking for. She's like, oh, I think I might have someone that you guys would really like. And she just, so there's like two things there. You never know who's paying attention and where they're going to be and the situation they're going to be in. And then the second thing is like you said, it doesn't matter what it is, or even if you're getting paid. Like how many free gigs have we done where it's like, I'm going to do this to the best of my ability because that's what's important,
Yeah.
So yeah, I have a story like that too. It's not, well, yeah, I was going to say,
exactly that. I mean, that's huge. Like it was a full commercial. This is, YouTube videos. I think though also that with PMJ, it's like come prepared and come ready for anything, because it's all really fast and like so many shoots and stuff like that. Like you just need to be on your game and like also know how to take care of yourself, because a lot of this, I mean, with those videos, like we run through it so many times, we do so many takes, like we need to know when we need a break, or and like not be afraid to say, I need a second, I need water, I need, because there's so many people on set handling different things, and like the sound and the musicians are doing their thing and these people are doing, so like you just need to know how to take care of yourself and what you need, because at the end of the day, you're the one being presented.
Yeah. And I would think even like musically taking care of yourself, like as an actor, I figured out quickly how to take care of myself. Like no one's going to remind you when you picked up the coffee cup. So you got to remember, but things like that, even musically, knowing when to just take chances, because like you said, it's this amazing collaboration. Don't wait for someone to give you permission, I guess. Maybe.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Take your shot, shoot your shot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, Emily, Goglia. Did I say it right?
Mm-hmm.
Goglia. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any other stories, just like crazy things that happened?
I do. I mean, I'm trying to think. I did once. This is really random, but I was in a production of The Pirates of Penzance.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And I was playing like sister number 12. I don't know if you know the show, but it's like an ensemble of ladies who were just, and I was in high school. I was like 14 or 15. And there was this point where like all the boys are going off to war and all the girls are like, yes, go, go. And we're like being cheerleaders. And that was like the joke of the scene. Mm-hmm. And we were in these nightgowns that go down to the floor. And it was our preview night. So all of our parents were there videoing. And I got really excited because like my mom was in the audience and like it was our opening, it was, first time with an audience. I was so excited and I was like, yes! And I did a high kick And I forgot I was wearing like a long dress that wasn't a dance stretchy dress. And so like I put up one leg and then my other leg came up because my dress, like it was not stretchy. So I went and I fell. And the best part about it is that my mom at that moment had zoomed in on my face.
No.
So
On your
when
face.
what?
On your face though. Go, keep going.
Yeah, on my face. So all you see is me being like really excited. And then like I drop from the screen. So I'm just like, bye. Like I just have, so you don't see the kick, you don't see anything. You just see me go like, and I have a scar. I scratched my back on the piece of the set and I have a scar on my back.
Oh my gosh.
It was really dumb. It was just like, what are you doing? Like, don't do a high kick.
You learned again. That's the theme of this right now.
I do. Emily, you're a little bit of a mess. You must learn things all the time.
That, I love that so much because I'm picturing it in my head.
It was really funny.
You and your 14-year-old super eager self. Yeah.
I'd never been more eager in my whole life. Like I think
you were in the character.
I was acting.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
I am an actress.
That's a good story.
That's a good story.
Any like USO stories or anything? Like nothing funny? People losing shoes or anything? I
Oh
don't
my
know.
god, me losing my shoe.
What?
Oh my god, yeah.
Did I just pull that like this and it really happened? I didn't know.
Funniest thing. I mean, now that's the story, but we do this show at LA Fleet Week and my shoes, you know, are not, this is good. God, what a mess. Yeah, we do this disco medley. And so we do a lot of box steps. And like a slide, and we were on this huge stage with like a huge projection behind us that like I do a slide and my shoe comes off. And I was just like, what? And then I had to put it back on, and the best thing about it is that it was projected, so like everyone saw it. Everyone's just laughing so hard because they're like, I lost a shoe. That's not that funny of a story, except that I literally lost my shoe on stage. Like, that's not allowed. And then me trying to, like, still sing and, like, fix it. I think the funnier part of it, which I don't think will be funny to you, but what we do is we call it, like, a jazz square surprise. So we're like, jazz square surprise. And we always say that on stage because, like, that's how we learned it.
Uh-huh.
And surprise, my shoe came flying off because the heel had stuck, and it was just like the biggest show of the entire time.
Yeah, no, that of course it had to happen at that point, at that moment.
But I lost my shoe. Everyone saw it. Like, there's no way you could. We're supposed to be these like perfect little, you know.
Mm-hmm.
My shoe is over there.
That's like Ray Conniff, not at all really a story, but so did you know I did a tour with Ray Conniff? It was his last one, actually, before he passed away. Yeah. Do you know Ray Conniff?
No.
Oh, you're a little young. He was a big band leader, and now it's a very loungy sound, but he was the first guy to use vocals within the instrumental sound. So like the recording of da 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 da, that's Ray Conniff. So he has some kind of iconic tracks out there. But anyway, there's a whole thing about that. But I won't mention names. But the girl that was in charge of buying our shoes was like 19, and she hadn't done that much, you know, and she just like would wear whatever. I'm in like Clark's flats all the time. So I can't even wear a good character shoe well, you know, but so she just went and found something that looked good with our wardrobe that was pretty much an ice skating outfit. That's pretty much what we looked like. Which is why at first Ray Conniff didn't want to hire me because he's like, she's too skinny. That's a whole other story. because he likes the va 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 voom. And then we saw the costumes, you know, that were, I wish I had something to, they were like this big. This is my costume. This was like my costume. Like this was my costume.
Oh my God.
Not really, but it like had, you know, the like see-through parts, and I'm like, I'm very uncomfortable. So I was already incredibly uncomfortable in my little ice skating outfit.
Right.
And then we sent the youngest girl, who had probably not done anything ever before. She was great. She had a great voice, but we sent her to go get the shoes. So she went to like, I don't know, what's a like kicky shoe store? Like what's, like she went, you know, she didn't buy specific shoes for the stage. Let's just say that. She went to like, I don't know, Macy's. And she bought these like slip-on shoes. They were just, they had like, that like this was the, yeah, this went over your toes, right? And there was no back. And now we don't do a lot of choreography, but when you're wearing when you're wearing pantyhose with no back shoes, like even a step touch is dangerous, right?
Oh my God.
So we were left and right losing our shoes. I mean, like, da, 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 still trying to look, you know, all the time, just slipping off. Because I could stand there, and because I have pantyhose with like a nut with this for my shoe, I'm gonna lose my shoe. Yeah, and so we ended up taking packing tape, and every show, I don't know why we didn't just go get new shoes. I don't know. I guess they liked the way they looked. But yeah, I would take I'm not going to show you my foot, but I would take the packing tape and go like all the way around my foot and the bottom of the shoe, just all the way up.
And so, it was clear, so it was fine.
Right, so it was fine. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I have so many wardrobe stories. I have a lot of wardrobe stories.
I love wardrobe stories.
Let me tell you one more. One time we, from LA Master Chorale, I was so happy because I was early, you know those moments where you're like, it's LA. I got here in like 45 minutes. It's awesome. I was wearing like my normal jeans, t-shirt, and Converse, right? Now they were black and white Converse. I grabbed my concert black because it was an evening concert black kind of a thing, and realized that I forgot my concert shoes, my black shoes. I just had on my black Converse, my black and white Converse. I'm like, but it's cool. It's cool. I'm close enough to stuff downtown. There's not a whole lot of stuff downtown where you can go buy black shoes. But I was smart because I'm like, I'll go to Walgreens because they'll have like slippers, right? Walgreens sells slippers. So I went there to get some black slippers, which is bad enough that I was going to wear black slippers on the Disney Hall stage for the concert, but they didn't have slippers. And I'm like, quick thinking, I'll buy some men's black tube socks. Yep. And so I put black tube socks over my Converse shoes.
Oh my God, Karen, that's amazing.
And very carefully walked, up the steps to the risers on that really slick wooden floor that they have there. But I have so many wardrobe stories. Yeah. So thank you for letting me tell some of my stories today.
Oh my gosh, yes. I'm
proud of myself because I'm like, that was quick thinking.
That was genius.
Right?
I'm glad you didn't fall.
No, because although it would have been me that would have fallen. I mean, I dropped music down into the pit on one of my first rehearsals. Yeah, just all the way down. I'm like, and I was new. I'm sorry. I had to interrupt the rehearsal at the Disney Hall in the LA Master Chorale. I dropped my music down, like all the way down.
I don't even know how to get down there. Can someone help me, please?
Is there an elevator? And the guy's like, pulled off of his break, puts out a cigarette. I'll go get it. It's happened before. Yeah.
Oh my God, how terrifying.
Okay, so last
I flashed a bunch of children once.
What?
I flashed a bunch of children once accidentally.
You did?
like on stage. Like I was in a children's production of Cinderella, and I was the stepmother, and I like turned around and I was wearing a big cape, and my like shirt got caught somehow, and like my entire shirt came down. I personally thought it was hilarious because I took my cape, you know, I was like, let me, and like fixed it. But they got complaints. That's not as funny of a story. But I did use that moment.
Shut down the theater.
And then there was never theater ever again. I did use that moment though as my college entrance essay, and about how having to adapt. It was a way to catch everyone's attention. I got into USC.
There you go.
Yeah.
And that has led to your stardom.
Yes. All from a breast. Yeah.
I could say that it worked for Janet Jackson, but I don't know.
It was right around that time. I was like, my wardrobe malfunctioned, and everyone was like, what? And then I went in. It was very weird. Anyway.
Before you go, a huge part of your life recently has been your cabaret show.
Yes.
So please plug that so that people can know more about that and when and where they can see you, because you're still doing it, right?
I'm still doing it. I don't actually have any dates lined up at this moment, but if you know of anyone that wants to bring my show, call me.
Come to Tampa.
Yeah, I would love to come to Tampa. I have a one-woman show about what I went through when my ex-boyfriend came out of the closet.
Nice.
It is a story of growth. I don't know how to plug this show. I'm very bad at it, but it basically
But you're getting incredible reviews, and yeah.
It's very, I think it's relatable in that like everyone's gone through a breakup, but I make it really comedic. It's like half stand-up, half singing. I change lyrics to songs that we all know. I do new takes on stuff. And I've done it at like 54 Below in New York, and the Metropolitan Room, and then Rockwell Table and Stage out here, and then I just did it in the Fringe Festival. And I'm hoping to bring it to New York again to do like a full run of it. I also want to make it into a movie. So I have a lot of like plans with it. It's so much fun. It's like it is like me. So obviously I have a lot of fun just like being an idiot on stage by myself with like a full band behind me. And yeah, it does. It gets really good reviews and everyone really likes it. So I'm just trying to figure out how to make money on it at this point. You know, putting up a shows, and I like to pay my musicians and do all of that. So I usually break even or make a little bit of money, but I want to be able to tour it around and really actually. So that's what I'm like trying to figure out how to do that right now.
Yeah.
It's a really fun show. I have like little clips of it online.
Yes, and so like where can we see that?
Most of them are on my website, and I think they're on YouTube, but they might be unlisted. So I think like if you go to my website, emilygoglia.com, in the video section.
Goglia, right? Yeah. Okay, yay, because I definitely want people to be able to find you somewhere.
Yeah.
And follow you and all that stuff. Okay.
What I was gonna say? Oh, I don't know if this is funny, but one of the funniest things that happened to me during my show, was, again, but I looked out in the audience and like this man in the front row was like this.
Oh.
And I was like, oh my God, I'm terrible. He beat me. And then I realized halfway through, like, he was right in front of the speakers. And it was fine. He came up and apologized to me afterwards. But still, like, really, like, for your entire show, when you're at my show's really vulnerable, and I'm like being really open, and then I just kept looking down and seeing this man, like.
Yeah, that would put you in a weird place. Yeah.
And he wasn't even smiling. It was really weird. He loved the show though. He like told people about it.
Oh, see, you never know. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm so glad. Truly, I'm so glad. I'm so happy for you.
Oh, thanks.
You're doing
It's
amazing.
really cool.
Huh? No, I'm getting tears in my eyes just because, you know, I knew you when you were like, you were still a little green. You didn't, you know, like you said, it was like your first real, you know, big gig. And you have just catapulted. You and you're a hard worker. You're a hard worker. You're funny, and you're so talented, and you work hard on your talent, and you work hard on growing yourself. And honestly, you're gorgeous, and you don't rely just on your looks, you know. And I'm just so impressed with you. And you dance.
I do. Like my voguing class.
I can crochet. Oh yeah, voguing.
Oh my God, you taught me how to crochet. I still have the big bag, and honestly, I have to send you pictures, like all of the things that I started in voices that just I haven't finished yet.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we went like way over. I'm so sorry.
No, it's great. I do have to go. But
Yeah. You go do your thing, and thank you so much. Okay, I love you.
I love you too. I'll talk to you later.
Okay, bye.
I'm back. I just wanted to say again, thanks for watching. And I did want to let you guys know that in the fall, I'll be starting a membership community where you will be able to see all of these videos and interviews in their entirety, practically unedited. I'll just say there's going to be a longer version where all of these artists share some of their knowledge about vocal pedagogy and about vocal health, and just give you some vocal tips, some things that they've maybe struggled with and overcome and how they did that. And everybody has a little bit of a different story and something different to share that I think is going to be very valuable. And along with the membership, I'll be giving weekly warm-up sessions, and I'll also be giving monthly master classes, as well as just lots of other goodies. So anyway, just keep an eye out for that coming this fall. Okay, bye.